Hey, I wanted to make a pick a card based off of my collective video that I just filmed. If you want to check out the collective video, please by all means go ahead and check that out. You can do it before, after, during, simultaneously, however you want. But we're gonna have 3 piles. So let's begin. Let's dig in. Let me show you the piles that we have and then we will get going. So this is the first pile. We have just the regular old Rider-Waite deck kind of pile. Pile 1. We have the next pile is Louise Hay affirmations cards. This is the deck. This is for pile 2. Pile 2, pile 2. Okay. And then last but not least, we have the deck of my oracle cards. These are just cards that I wrote that kind of like resonated with me as an individual. And then the last thing, I don't have any water, is I would recommend you have some kind of drink. Honestly, water. I know that you're like, what? I don't want to hear about this. But y'all, let me tell you, if you think that you're hungry, sometimes you might be thirsty. That's all I'm going to say. And also, you might not get so much acne if you were able to drink more water. But also, there's other stuff, other reasons why a person has acne. Anyway, so we're going to start with pile 1. Welcome pile 1. Welcome to today's video. The collective message was really honing in about being patient with a new updated lifestyle, a new updated day-to-day routine, and allowing yourself to feel comfortable with the form of who you are now. And also not judging yourself while you are integrating into this form. We're starting off, I just want to say about on the deck, the death card, don't be scared. It's just transformation. It's just out with the old, in with the new. It's sunrise, baby. So it's definite. Like, the new king has been sworn in. The new queen has been sworn in. It's a new day. And then we're starting off on top with the 6 of Wands, leadership, taking the reins in your hand and leading others who have like similar mindsets with you, leading them to a direction where you're kind of like Moses parting the Red Sea sort of thing. If I do say any kind of like, oh, it's just something of an analogy, it's just something to kind of compare to. But anyway, so 3 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. So there is something of you getting control, something that was disappointing, something that led to heartbreak, but it was so painful that you're still, like, your heart is still cut here and still cut here, and you're working on getting to the point of prioritizing what will help you heal this heartbreak, what will heal your trust, especially with especially with yourself. I'm getting that your trust has been tested a lot in the past when it comes to other people's choosing to make a certain decision and it affecting you in a certain way. I'm getting that your discernment was being looked at by yourself. Like you were feeling uncertain when it comes to your discernment because there is some sort of kind of like blockage with your trust and your faith in yourself. We have Justice. Justice, and we have the Queen of Wands. So I'm getting that now, where this patience, like where to kind of work in getting comfortable in this patience, is trusting the unknown to serve karma, if you will. Allowing what you can't control to go into effect. Where it's like, you know how when you throw a pebble into a pond, it makes these ripples. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting, though, that when it came to the actual rock hitting the pond, with these kind of like, with you still being in pain, it was causing the rock to like literally wait in the air until you made some sort of decision to get back into control of what you can control, and then the rock kind of went into the lake or the body of water. And what happens, and what I'm going to relate this to karma, is when you make an intention with, like when you make an intention, right? And then you make an action, there will be some sort of reciprocation. There will be some sort of reflection of whatever intention you put out there. So I'm getting that right now, you need to be patient, or there's an opportunity to be patient in allowing yourself to trust that what you're putting out there is something that will help heal the heartbreak. Because I'm getting that there is some sort of not trusting what you're putting out there because of what you received before. But remember that every time that you go back to something that maybe you did before, you know more now than you did back then. And so you can save yourself from making different types of mistakes when you're able to allow yourself to go through with it in the physical format, like in the action to action. And you're going to uncover, when you get to this place, you're going to uncover so much intelligence within you. There's so much wisdom within you. And it's going to allow you to feel more comfortable making more discerning decisions. Ooh, that's such a good couple of words together. Hold on. I dropped a card. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Four of. Here we go. Four of Wands. Like, it's going to allow you to feel ultimately this state of joy. In the places where you felt this, you're working on your discernment, and it will lead to this eventually. But when it comes to patience, I highly recommend that you concentrate on the form instead of the length of time. So when you're like thinking about, I don't know, like, let's say you want a new job, right? So instead of thinking about, I want to get a job within 3 months, you just say to yourself, I am getting a new job. And you work on allowing yourself to let go of what is holding you back from getting the job, and work on patiently, with discernment, choosing new things to enter into your life that will help you get to the new job, because you are controlling what you can control. What you can control is your energy, your emotions, the thoughts that are in your head. I know it's hard, especially if you have like so many thoughts in your head. Yo, I am a Gemini, like sun and rising, so I know what you mean. But breathing is something that I found when it comes to having a lot, like my mind is uncontrollable, or it's like, yeah, uncontrollable. I ground like a mofo, and I ground until I get to a place where I'm like, okay, I have control again. Great. But being able to allow yourself to feel confident in this, more of this new leadership role where you're choosing the choices with more of a discernment, with more of a understanding the past and how you can learn to improve yourself in the now so that the future is better. Hey, so that is what you're working on with patience. Happy holidays. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for being with me, pile 2. I do want to just kind of pull cards from the Louise Hay deck and my Oracle deck. See what we can come up with. There we go. Freedom is my divine right. Like, you absolutely are stepping into the frontier of freedom. And if you can allow yourself to get to know this discerning, beautiful self, I just heard devious discernment. Whatever, you know, take it as you will. But if you're able to get yourself into that kind of mindset, that perspective, man, there's gonna be so many cool opportunities, like ones you can't even imagine about yet. Like, oh man, I'm just getting this really excited feeling. Like you're going on a trip in your yellow rocket ship. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. That's beautiful. I mean, everything that Louise Hay once said was always beautiful to me. She's always beautiful. I love her. No, honestly, though, I've healed a lot with her words. Every thought I think is creating my future. Discernment, yo! Every thought I think is creating my future. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. Like, if you're able to get your thinking in the direction with discernment, you might be able to get there faster than you even think. Okay, let me finish off with my deck. I love using my deck. Like, I feel kind of cool having my own deck. Anyway, let's see. All right, okay. All right, cool. Why am I so loved? Why am I so loved? That might be a question you might be asking yourself a little bit more lately. Why am I so loved? The other thing I want to bring up about discernment really fast, and then I'll finish with these cards, is that it's about the dedication towards a certain result that you want. Discernment is kind of like dedication, where you are using your intelligence to get what you want also. Like, you're using your action and you're using your intelligence. Yeah, okay. Choose a life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. Let me repeat that. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. We have, why do I attract people who bring so much happiness into my life? I don't know. Why do you? Let me know in the comments. And then we have one more. Oh. I did have a card that fell. Okay, so the card does say, for every hater, there is 3 more rooters, 3 more encouragers, hashtag encouragement. So for every person or everything that might get you down, just know that there is at least 3 things that really wants to amp you up, really wants to uplift you. Keep that in mind. The last card for this pile that we have is, I'm rooted and patient when I manifest. I'm rooted and patient when I manifest. If you're able to allow yourself to get to know the present state of who you are, get to that point, bring your awareness to it, allow your thoughts to go, become aware of your physical body now, tune into the feeling, man, you've reached that present state. And that is an area where, man, you can make so many changes. You can change so many things if you're able to get to the place of the present moment. That's the place where you can empower yourself the most. That's the place where you can make the wisest decisions, because you're focusing on what's important now, not back then or in the future, because both are going to be entirely different than what you're perceiving right now. So better to allow you to focus on now and using the most you can use of your power, if you will, which is your authenticity, your individuality, what you can bring to the table that's new, that's different, that can help others amp up themselves because they know more of the world that you bring in. Do you know that? Like, you're a key ingredient in my life. You're a key ingredient, of course, in your life, but also in other people's lives as well. And don't forget that, because you're important, okay? All right, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time, your effort, your energy. If you want to check out that collective video, you go ahead, you do what you need to. Until next time, I'll see you next time. See you later, bye. Hello, pile 2, welcome. In the collective video that, dang, let me just say, releasing. In the collective video, we were talking about, well, I was talking about how patience is something that you are starting to understand, and allowing yourself to get into the patient form of day-to-day routine. There's something about how it's kind of like you're taking the foot off the accelerator, the pedal, and allowing yourself to just cruise. Like, I see you putting it in neutral, even turn your car off, and you're just cruising down a really cool mountain, right? Like, that's what is happening. Kind of like a kid, a kid sitting in a car and they're on a road trip and it's a long road trip. They got to be patient. That's what is happening right now for you. So let's see what this patience is all about, all about. All right, we have the Fool. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse, and it landed over the 2 of Cups. Starting out, there is at least a new adventure, a new frontier for you, where you are stepping into the direction of the unknown, and you're doing it in a way, I totally just got a song, but I can't hear, like, I can't get the words out right. But it's like you're stepping out into a place where you have never been before. You don't have any, like, maps. You don't have any knowledge of what is ahead. But there is something about choosing to accept the chaos and still moving into the new. There's something to do with that. We have the 10 of Cups connected with the 3 of Wands. We have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So there is this energy of you making a decision and moving with it when you are feeling the hesitation coming on. There's something about you taking the reins of the direction that you've made your mind up with, of the direction of your ideas. I'm getting that this is all about you being able to enjoy the moment when it comes to what you are doing in the now when it's new. Previously, I'm getting that your mind was a bit flustered with new things that would pop up when you're like attempting new things. Like it's like startling. But I'm getting that there's this attitude, and it's coming from a place more with like discernment, more with boundaries, knowing your own limitations, that's really helping you get to a place where you're comfortable making action in places where before you might have been hesitating. I release all limiting beliefs, allowing yourself to trust that what you believe right now is supporting you through thick and thin. Through thick and thin. They're beliefs that encourage you, empower you. They're compassionate beliefs. They're beliefs that allow you to be human. I'm getting that there's some sort of impatient impulsivity that you're releasing where you're starting to become more, in a way, evolved with your intelligence, with your knowledge of where before you were impulsive. I'm getting that you got this really like a burst of energy and you're like, I want to go now. But now you're like, okay, wait, I want to see what direction this energy is coming from, where this energy is going. And I also want to see if it fits where I am now, with what I know I'm capable of now. Whoa. I release luck and know and trust in the universe's abundance. Y'all, know and trust. Like, beautiful. There's something to do with you being patient in the process. Ooh. There's something about how the process used to be intimidating for you. I see it. It used to be something that like kind of like hot potato, like, ooh, the potato's coming to me, but am I gonna drop it? I don't know, it's hot. There's something about now where you're like, ooh, hot potato, let me whip out some gloves, put on my hands. It's not so hot anymore and I can handle it. That's it. Like you're able to handle things now. Oh, okay, this right here, you're able to get into this form where you're at now, which is so, that's so cool. That's something, that's something with when you want something to manifest, when you want a goal to become your reality. That's something that is really amazing to get to, is integrating the feeling of having it in the future, integrating that feeling in the now. And I see that you're doing it. Like you're integrating into that feeling and it's starting to become reality for you because it's in the present moment. That's cool. It's only a thought and a thought can be changed. Y'all. It's only a thought and a thought can be changed. Like this is the epitome of it. Because you're like realizing, wait a second, my thoughts are causing me to hesitate on trusting and moving forward. Like, is this the right decision? And you're realizing that, wait a second, I'm hesitating on myself. No, I can't be doing that. I gotta go within. I gotta concentrate on where I am now in the present moment and focus on that. and be a bit more discerning with the thoughts and saying, hey, I appreciate this thought is here, but it gotta go. The thought train is leaving this station right here, and allowing yourself to truly get into that form of saying, I got this. Any thought that I have, it can be changed. And when I'm in the present moment, that is when I can change that thought. We have, I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. Nice. So I see right now, pile 2, that what you need to have patience with is just trusting yourself and having faith with yourself. Having faith that where you are leading yourself right now is going to be in a place that's fulfilling for you. You're going to feel that fulfillment in that future. That's something of like, just reminding you, reminding you every time that you have a limiting thought, every time that you have a thought that tells you you're not capable of doing it, you're not even capable of like being able to do anything or doing something right, that kind of thought, those are thoughts that are really important for you to be aware of. And it might be really hard to not judge yourself when you have those thoughts and to like start putting value and putting your worth within those thoughts. There's something about how before you were connecting your worth and your value as a person with the thoughts that you were thinking. And now that you're releasing thoughts that no longer work for you, that you can change, you're starting to allow yourself to kind of like separate from what before made you feel like your worth and your value was less than. Now you're getting to a point where you're separating from those thoughts, that thinking, and allowing yourself to feel your worth and value at a place that you want to, like you desire to. I love it. That is what I have. Wait, actually, just kidding. 1 second. Let me get some from my deck with encouraging messages to leave you off with some encouragement. I always love to encourage. Yo, I am such like a cheerleader. Not really like, I've never done cheerleading, have I? No. But I am someone who will always root for the underdog, root for people no matter what. I love rooting for people. So the cards that we have I Matter. What is for me cannot miss me. And what I know now in the present, I trust I'm doing the best I can do. Like, I could not leave this pile with more of a defined what the heck this pile's all about than this card right here. Trusting yourself. Ooh, trusting yourself. And when it comes to like the uncomfortableness, because when I just said that, I got like in my solar plexus, my abs, my stomach, I kind of got a really like uncomfortable cooling sensation. So there might be some things that you need to go through in the subconscious world of your reality, of your world. And I'm getting kind of detoxing the beliefs around that and allowing yourself in the present moment to choose what works for you and let go of what no longer does. And it's just kind of like that. As simple as it is, but it isn't as easy as it sounds. Yay! That's life, yay! All right, so that's pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so very thankful and so grateful that you're here with me now. I hope that the messages in your pile was helpful, hopefully encouraging, hopefully it helped kind of clear the air a little bit with what you need to concentrate on in terms of patience. I will be doing pile 3 after this. And if you want to check out the other piles, if you felt a little tinge of resonating with it, go ahead, check it out. And if you want to check out the collective video, please by all means check that out. Also, I have affirmation videos if you don't want to check out any other videos, so on and so forth. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I will see you next time. Bye, friends. Hi, friends. Welcome to pile 3. We are talking about patience. You have integrated yourself. You have evolved. You have transformed into a new version of yourself that is updated, that is really like at the present moment of who you are in the now. And there's some form of patience, something to do with working with patience in a certain form that we're going to be going into. And this patience is coming from a place where it's talking about your day-to-day activities, the lifestyle. So it's kind of like I see your lifestyle has changed and it's updated to a place that you want to be at, a flow that you feel comfortable with in the now. And it's like, okay, what do I need to have patience with working with? Patience working with. There we go. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And we have the 2 of Wands. So we're starting off at a place something to do with helping others, something about expansion, asking for help, and being proud of being balanced. Yeah. Okay. So there is some sort of emotional fulfillment that I see this form of patience being connected to. There's some sort of fulfillment with helping out others. Oh, I am getting, okay, so you know the difference between helping and supporting? That's something that you're you are starting to integrate with patience. You're understanding what is helping and what is supporting. So when you help out, you're putting yourself at a higher pedestal of value and worth than whatever it is the other person in the helping out transaction, if you will. And then supporting is meeting whoever it is you're supporting where they are at. So you're not putting in any judgments. You're not doing anything other than listening and then responding. I'm getting that. It's kind of like I'm getting that there needs to be some sort of understanding in terms of emotions, like how you can support this person or these people where they have the emotional support more than anything. There's something about patience with that. And one thing that just went through my mind is if you want to help someone else out, you got to be 100% fully balanced and good before you do that. Because if you're offering your services of helping or supporting, whatever it is, you are giving something that could be 100% only at like 77%, because you're not fully good. And so it's like when you give, it's not going to be as fully 100% as you want it to be until you get to a point where you are patient and you kind of get to that 100% and you're like, okay, feel like it, let's go. And then you make that kind of like, okay, here we go. I'm getting that there are things that you can set up in your day-to-day that will help you be able to get to a balanced state, not in like a long time frame, like hours. I'm getting it could be like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but doing these simple things of balancing is going to amplify what you give out to others. I am already the best version of myself. Getting yourself to this state of perspective and then you give that version of yourself to others, they're going to receive energy that is going to be this. I am already the best version of myself. That's what they're going to get also. To be able to focus, right? To be able to focus. I'm getting that when you wake up in the morning, what are you focusing on? What are you literally looking at, thinking about? And I'm getting that right now, having patience with judging yourself like, oh, this is a good thing I'm doing, oh, this is a bad thing. Before you do that, just realistically see where you're at. Like, is this thing benefiting me? And giving yourself the credit of actually doing that thing. Like, you are doing the thing, right? So if you're saying like, oh, this isn't as good for me, allowing yourself to have compassion for yourself is going to kind of help not be so hard on yourself. If you are someone who's like a perfectionist and failure or like making mistakes is really hard for you, I'm getting that it's like you're looking like, okay, so instead of going right to drinking coffee every single day, I'm going to start eating. And I'm getting that when you're like going through this, like instead of doing this, I'm going to do this. Allowing yourself to be grateful for having the privilege of whatever you did and having the appreciation for doing something new will allow you to also feel I'm getting a lot better with this transaction happening. People are naturally drawn to my energy. Y'all, like it seems like you are someone who's like a natural helper, someone who wants to contribute to others. Me too. My God, I love doing this, like reading tarot and oracle. But like as a reader myself, there are days when I do readings that aren't as motivational as they could be because I'm at a place where I'm not motivating myself. So it's like, even if I'm motivating you and I'm not motivating myself, what I motivate isn't really motivation because it's not coming from a place of motivation for myself. So I'm getting that you're going to have to start to be patient with yourself as you're working with what like helps you feel a certain way. I'm getting that there's something about looking at emotional states, like the state of emotions that we as people can feel or be in, I guess, and looking at it and seeing what resonates in terms of what you want to feel. Do you want to feel fulfilled? Me. I want to feel fulfilled every day, please. You know, every day. Okay, so we have, my home is a peaceful haven. My home is where the heart is. My home is a peaceful haven. My home. When you think about your home, where do you feel it, I guess, in your body? that just came up for me is when you think of home, think more in terms of within and not so much as like location or outside of you. Ooh, also, if you want to integrate this feeling of what home is for you, think of in the past if there's any of you feeling at home. I'm getting at home in your body more than anything. There's something about that. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. Oh. I'm also getting that, like, getting yourself to that fully 100%, you feel ready to go, help in whoever you want to help. I'm getting that also is where home could be for you as well. This like feeling of you being comfortable in your own skin. I've been saying that recently because I myself realize like there are times when I don't feel so comfortable in my skin. Like, why is this? And you know, I go and I do shadow work and I go to therapy and I talk it out, feel it out, and I get to know what is happening. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with a couple of cards, that will help pinpoint you in a direction to integrate with this peaceful frontier for you, my friend. This peaceful integration. Being more at home with who you are now. We have, I am judging my present matter with my present matter mind. When you look at where you're at now and you judge yourself, I'm getting the judging is more in response to how capable are you right now. Like, are you capable of getting to this certain point that you have as a goal? And if you feel like, okay, it might take me a little bit longer to get to that goal, then you realize like, okay, then I can put in some mini goals, like mini steps to get me to that goal. I'm getting that it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier when you can plan kind of like step by step, day by day, and not really planning like even a week ahead of time. Because I'm getting that in between like today and then next week, there's going to be a lot of different changes. And if you're able to just kind of like anticipate what you see right now in front of you, you're able to sidestep that obstacle, get through that obstacle to a point where you can get to your goal a lot easier. Like the obstacles aren't going to be as big. They're going to be kind of like it's a stepping stone. Like you just step on it and then you get over it, instead of making it, making a mountain out of an anthill is what I'm getting for that kind of train of thought, if you will. And we have, I want to get one more card after this, but we have, I wake up to my dream life every day. Oh my gosh, you know, every single day you wake up, you get to a place where you can like ground and like feel your energy today. Man, what magic awaits me today? What new things, what new opportunities can I contribute to today? Ah! Oh man, I love that. Okay, we'll do this one. Everything I desire desires me back. Literally, my friend. Everything I desire desires me back. What encouraging messages. I love it. Okay, that is all I have for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so very grateful that you are here with me now. What importance you are to me. Thank you so much. You are a big part of my story as a reader, as someone who loves to read, but but also I love to be read. Tell me the tea on myself. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to check out the collective video that this pick a pile, pick a card is part of, it will be in my channel. I might try to link it in the description box, so check that out. And also I have other collective videos if you resonated with this video and see other collective videos, and then affirmation videos, so on and so forth. You know, who knows what else I will create in the future. All right, until next time, I hope that you enjoy your life, your day, period, and I hope that tomorrow will be even better and brighter if you want it to, or slower and chiller, peaceful, so on and so forth. Thank you for joining me. I will see you later. Hopefully you will see me later. Bye.